Hi everyone, my name is Jess and I'm a thriftaholic. Welcome to Thrifting is My Beach. Today I have a shorter video for you guys. I'm going to do a what sold highlights over the last few months. Q4 is crazy for me. Things are slowing down. I'm getting closer to my due date. And I guess I'll show you guys. I haven't showed you guys a bump picture. But you can see it in live action. I'm huge. I've got less than 3 weeks. And this is my 4th child, so keep in mind, yeah, I'm massive. It's really hard for me to like bend over and clean and work. Yes, my daughter wants to say hi, but she's out of frame. Okay, so we're going to go over probably about 15 items that sold for $90 or higher. I had some that were like $89.99, so I included those. The sale prices range from $90 to $450. So these are almost all vintage. We'll get to it and I will put pictures up on the corner. And I'm also letting you know how long these items sat for in my store. I cross post on multiple platforms. I think all of these, except for 3, sold on eBay. So eBay is bad. All right, the first one, which was exciting a couple weeks ago, I found this at the Des Moines, Iowa, was it Des Moines or Iowa City? Des Moines bins, sitting on top. Like, I think I actually included it in one of the Thrift With Me videos, sitting on top of a bin. It was a signed book by Trump. And I did have this for sale since April of last year. So it did take 9 months to sell, which is totally fine because I paid like $1 for it. And it sold for $450. I had it priced at $500, sent on offer for $450. I had a lot of likers on it. I probably relisted it like 4 times and finally got it to sell. I always do signed confirmation at delivery just so I feel protected and I took out extra insurance, but great sale there. All right, the next one is a pair of shoes I just sold last week by a brand I've only seen one time before. I got these at the bins. I probably paid $3, maybe $2. Pedro Garcia. I'll put their name up there, but very intricate suede high heels. I would never wear them. I don't wear heels anymore. Those had been for sale since July, and I had considered sending them in to thread up, but I'm glad I held off because $150 is awesome. The next are a pair of Rothys. I have resold for 5 years, and I have found 2 pairs of Rothys within a few months' time. And these I thought would take longer to sell because they were a women's size 12, which is not a very common size. And I had them for sale for 2 weeks, and they sold for $150. They were gray, rounded. I can't remember. They weren't like a pattern. They're just gray, rounded toe. Really nice condition though. I didn't have to wash them. The next one, which a lot of people say they have a hard time moving, Oshkosh. I am picky with what Oshkosh I pick up. I pick up mainly just the made in USA. Occasionally I'll pick up the made in Sri Lanka. Depends. A lot of the bubble jumpers do well. Bubble jumpsuits with the rare prints. This one was rare. It was white with a blue floral. I believe it was made in the USA. It was for sale for 2 months before I sold it overseas for $125. I probably paid $1 for it. I considered having my daughter model it, but I didn't want to take a chance because she is a very messy child. So for some reason, there is a huge following for vintage Oshkosh over in Asia. I have tons of them get sent to Seattle, Oregon to get sent overseas because there's like a company that does it. So anyways, $125. Completely happy with that one. This next one cleared California. It took me a long time to ship it. It was a vintage 1960s to 70s Daiwa, D-A-I-W-A custom spinning fishing rod. It was lucite. It still had the dead stock tag on it, hadn't been used. It was almost 50 inches long, and it was lucite. So shipping a fragile pole across the country, it made me very nervous. I took a best offer of $185. I had that listed for two and a half months, and the person was an old hippie that had this exact same pole, messaged me. We talked quite a bit back and forth, and they had this exact same pole, and it was stolen in like 1971. According to what they said. But anyways, I'm happy with the profit. I paid $4 for it. I did securely wrap it, and then I had a bamboo pole that I used in my garden, and so I used that and like used that as support, and it went in a very long and awkward shaped container. And I shipped that parcel select, which I've never used before, and it took quite a bit to get there, but it made it. Okay. The next item is something I got at the bins not too long ago, and surprise, it sold. Christmas sells all year round, especially the month after Christmas. Shockingly, GE string lights. They were multicolor. They were from 2003. I found 4 boxes, brand new, and I split them to sell 2 boxes for each listing, and I sold 1 so far. I sold it within a week. I had them listed for I think $125, and somebody offered me $112. So that was great, and the other box is still for sale, but I have quite a few watchers on it, and I'm very confident it will sell. The next one is a Ralph Lauren. Yes, Ralph Lauren. It's all about the print. The Southwest Aztec patterns do so well. It was like a cardigan jacket, and it was a women's. It was like a medium, but it fit almost kind of small. I had several watchers, lots of activity on it. It was for sale for a month. It ended up selling for $99.99. The next one is a 1970s Sizzler dress. These are mini dresses that come with matching bloomers because they are so short. I did not know that's what they were called. I got this at a local thrift store for $5. It had a very unique novelty print. That's what made it sell within less than 5 minutes of me listing it. Had cute little monkeys all over it. It was a navy blue and orange, mint condition, which is great for the 70s. The next one was also a 1970s Peacock print, which is a very novelty, highly desired print. Hostess dress. Gorgeous, gorgeous. There were flaws on it. However, it did sell to a New York City designer for $150, and that was for only sale a short period of time as well. Not 5 minutes, but a short period of time. The next is something that might surprise you, and I wanted to include this, and it's Pendleton. This was a modern pair of women's Pendleton wool trousers. They were like a Glen Plaid, I believe. I did have these listed. They went to ThredUp, came back, so I did sit on them for a hot minute, probably up to a year. But they did sell for $90. I think did I mention they were new tags? I think they were. The next one was a sad sale. But I did make my money back through UPS Pirate Ship Insurance. This was a 1958 cookie mold for ALBERTA'S. It was a Santa Claus cookie jar of him sitting down making a nice and naughty list. Now, I did not see any cracks or chips or like any microfractures, and I thought, in my opinion, I wrapped it really well. However, around the holiday time, you know how rough shipping is, and this did go UPS. I only ship my fragiles UPS now because USPS Priority Mail has not reimbursed me for at least over a year. They're very stingy on getting your money back. So for that reason, UPS, specifically getting your label through Pirate Ship, covers your butt. You have to submit a claim kind of in their shape. It's like a weird email answering all these questions with pictures. So you need proof, but they do it themselves, and they can either send the money to your PayPal or you can keep it in your Pirate Ship account for when you purchase future labels. Okay, so that sale was $100. The buyer was pretty upset because her husband's name was on the nice list, and it's a very, very, very rare cookie mold. So that did sell within a week or two of listing, and I did buy it for $6. So $6 into $100. Then I had the hassle of filling out a form for about 20 minutes to get my money back, but I got it back. Woohoo! Okay. I'm also trying to go fast because my kids are getting off the bus soon, and they're very loud. Okay. The next item is something that will really surprise you. I pick up Cashmere no matter the brand pretty much, as long as it's whole free. But this is a brand you may want to put in your brain. It's called White Plus Worn, like the plus sign. And it was a cashmere sweater. What made it stand out was it was a like bubblegum pink, probably about the color of my earrings. Put it in the corner. Cashmere sweater. This was new with tags. It retailed for over $300, and I sold it for $150. I believe this was before Christmas. It was most likely a Christmas present. The next one, Levi's. Not Levi's are all created equal. They're oversaturated, I think. But this was a Sherpa line denim trucker jacket, very on trend. And I believe this was from like 2006. It wasn't like a modern made piece. 2X. Big sizes sell so much quicker. Sold it for $90. Completely happy with that. I paid $3. The next one was a 90s Oliver print mountain ski, which is super hot. Sweatshirt, crew neck, $100. Took 3 months. It was purple. It was for like Montana, I think, but it was pretty sweet. Didn't have but just a couple bucks invested in that one. The next one was through consignment. It was a vintage Carhartt blanket coat, and I actually sold 3 of those between $125 and $135. So I did sell 3 of those, but I'm only showing you one, and that one sold in 3 days. They all sold within a week, less than a week. Amazing, great. The next one is a vintage 1X silk heavily beaded gown. I got this at the bins. It was gorgeous. I wanted to make sure that the beads were intact. It smelled musty. I knew that when I saw it at the bins, but OxiClean is my go-to for any clothes that smell musty. I soaked it in OxiClean, air dried it, and it was beautiful. Happy buyer. And I was happy with that sale. $90 if I didn't tell you, and it was heavy because it was heavily embroidered and beaded, so I probably paid $3 for it. Okay, 2 more, and then we're going to wrap up this video. I know I'm talking so fast. The next one is also a very, very rare style. I posted this one on my Instagram, and people could not believe how much I got for it. I will tell you, this did go to a semi-celebrity movie producer out in California. So Red Wing, which is a notorious boot brand, very high quality. Certain brands are discontinued, can't go for good money. So look up the style because that does matter. But I had a pair of Irish Setter suede Oxford boots, and they were in amazing condition. I got them at a garage sale for $1 over the summer. However, they sat in my death pile forever. I didn't realize that they were that desirable. Now, I marked them so high because I had seen one comp in the past for like about $400. And so I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I'll shoot for it. They surprisingly sold over on Poshmark, guys. Poshmark of all places. They sold for $403, and it took 2 months for me to sell those bad boys. All right, the very last piece is something that's modern. Another pair of Rothys. My first pair of Rothys that I have ever found. I sold them within 1 month, and they were just the plain black. They were the pointed toe, blue halo, and like a size 8.5, I believe. They sold for $100 on Poshmark. So I hope this was fun, entertaining, a little bit of everything, and I will see you at my next video. All right, bye.